my sweet peas today. Sorry about the noise in the background. Somebody mowing their lawn. Anyway, this is how I sow my sweet peas. You probably sow them differently. You do it like you do it. But anyway, this is how I do it. This rather strange mess here is a set of root trainers. And root trainers are basically plastic pots that you can store unput together. Flattened would be the word. And then every year when you want to use them, you just click them back together and fill them with compost. It's water coming out there. I've been using them for years, bought them years and years ago, and they're really good for sweet peas because they are so deep. I'm going to lift this up so you can see. They're nice and long, and sweet peas love a really deep root run. You can see the joint where you can open and shut them there. If you don't have root trainers, you can use loo rolls. They're really good. Just line them up like soldiers and sort of put them into a tray so they're all shored up. See, I've just put these at the end because I don't need that many sweet peas. And the potting mix is a mixture of, got it here, it's basically multi-purpose compost, peat-free, and I've added perlite. I like perlite, although be careful with perlite because the dust is, you can inhale it and it's not nice. Really keep children away from it and maybe wear a mask if you use it. But you can use grit as well, and grit is just as good. It's just that I happen to have some perlite. There we go. Here are my sweet peas. They've been soaking overnight. My God, my neighborhood is so noisy. So I'm just going to take these and pop them in one at a time. This is a mix, a scented mix of sweet peas, nothing special. I'm just going to put one in each of these cells down to my first knuckle, and that's literally it. I've pre-watered this mix because although these are going to be packed in pretty tightly, I don't want any sweet peas going astray. You know what I mean? And then you just smush the compost back together over the top of it once you've got it in. That is it. Don't forget to label them. I'm saying that, but I never ever label anything. So don't do like I do. Label things, because you will forget what they are. And then what I do is I put them in, I cover them with this thing. This is an old kind of plastic lid that came with a seed tray. I cover them up because you want to have a lovely humid atmosphere, and put it in a warm place like your kitchen. It's got to be really warm. You're going to give them a really, really cushy life to begin with, and then when they come up, as soon as you see any action, or most of them are up, you're going to start hardening them off. And it's a process. It's a process. You harden them off for a certain amount of time. I'd say I take about 2 weeks hardening. I put them outside in the daytime at first in a cold frame, or you can use just like a plastic storage container with a lid ajar. So I put them out every day and bring them in at night, and then I'll start taking the lid off completely in the day, and then I'll put them out at night with the lid on until basically I'm confident that they can go out at night with the lid off. But I keep them contained either in a cold frame or in this plastic container over the winter. And it's just very simple because whenever there's snow or high winds or heavy rain, I can just shut the lid, because these things are fully hardy. They can deal with the cold, but they're seedlings, so you don't want them bashed about. You don't want them to be bashed about. But the beauty of sowing sweet peas at this time of year is that you're going to get really, really beefy, beautiful, strong, big plants early. We all like that, don't we? You start pinching them out like in February or whenever they've got to a certain point. say 10 centimetres, a bit less. When they start flopping over, you can pinch out the tips, which means that these side shoots are encouraged to grow outwards, and that means you get 2 stems full of sweet peas for the price of 1. And then you can plant them out whenever the weather is clement or whenever you feel like you want to. I grow my sweet peas in 2 large pots with wigwams, and I grow them in a mixture of multi-purpose compost and pure horse manure. Really, really rich mixture. And the trick is with them, obviously, is to keep cutting. You probably know that. The more you cut the flowers, the more they will grow. What else is there about sweet peas? Oh yes, kebab sticks. So we're going back a bit now because I forgot to tell you about these. I don't have enough of these, but when I get some more, I will be putting a kebab stick, squidging it right down into the corner of each of these cells so that it's ready there to tie the seedling to when it comes up. And that means that the seedling doesn't flop over. You don't really want seedlings flopping over because then they'll just start growing the wrong way, and they get what we call elbows. You don't want sweet peas with elbows. So yeah, I use kebab sticks, but obviously only once I see action, because I'm not going to have enough space to put that on top if I keep my kebab stick in there. So there we go. This has been pre-watered, so all I need to do now is put this in my kitchen